Hey guys, first and foremost, I just want to say thank you for those who like and subscribe my videos. And if you haven't done so, please do that because I'm trying to reach people who are lost, and I'm trying to reach those who may not get the love of Jesus and who may not even get to go to church. So please, if you can, like and subscribe my videos. In the past few days, God's really been dealing with me about two words, and that's character and integrity. And with that, in Luke chapter 8, verse 17, it says, "For nothing is hidden that won't be revealed, and nothing hidden that won't be made known and come to light." In this passage, we just don't need to shine our light in church. We also need to shine it outside of church and to our family members and our friends, because us shining our light towards them can be very contagious, and it can also be a positive impact on their lives as well. And we should shine our light wherever we go, whether that's at school, whether that's at our jobs, at church, in the car ride, at a family reunion. We should be able to just shine our light and have that confidence in ourselves and know that God is with us no matter what. And God never intended to spark a fire in us and so that we can just cover it up. He's not going to just give us that passion, that desire to know him more just so we can cover it up. And there's nothing that we could ever do that God doesn't know. There's nothing that we could ever, no place we could ever go. He knows our future, he knows our past, he knows everything that we will get into. He even knows how many hairs are on the top of our head. If you really think about that, nobody else knows how many hairs they have on their head but God. And it's just very important for us to walk with integrity as Christians and as believers, because people will look at us in many ways. And it says in Proverbs 10:9, "The one who lives with integrity lives securely, but whoever perverts his ways will be found out." So if we live with integrity, we will have security with God. He will back us up. But if we don't have integrity, if we just live life how we want to live it, people will find out who we truly are, and they will find out what we're really made about. And the definition of integrity is the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles and moral uprightness. So integrity is all about just being honest and being truthful to one another, and just allowing people to see who you really are and see who you truly are in Christ. And it's easy to pretend in church who we are, because in church you want to be all holy, you want to be the holiness of the holiness, you want to be this big old godly person. But you get outside of church and you out here smoking, you out here partying, cursing, just hanging out with the wrong crowd, and just doing things that God wouldn't approve of. When you need to have integrity. You need the way you act in church, you need to act like that outside of church, and not the other way around. You need to just have God at the center of your heart and at the center of your life, and just live accordingly. And when we pretend in church, outside of church, we have people looking at us. We have people just waiting for us to mess up. We have people, if we mess up, they're going to tell our pastors, they're going to tell us stuff that we're doing wrong. But you think you're just doing all good just because you're acting all good at church. But really, you're acting a fool out in the streets, or you're acting a fool out in public. We need to have that integrity. We need to have that fire for God, that we act the same outside of church and inside of church. We act the same way no matter what. And God is more concerned with our integrity instead of being comfortable. He's going to bring us out of that comfort zone. He's going to put us in situations where people may be like, you think he'll do this? You think he'll do that? No, God's going to give us that strength to say, no, I'm going to have that integrity, and I'm going to have that passion, and I'm going to do what's right. no matter what these people do, I'm going to do what's right. And Jesus never strayed off his path. He was always the same person, no matter what people said about him, no matter what people did to him. He was always the same person. He never portrayed us. Even when he got on that cross, he never portrayed us. He was the same Jesus he was always. He was that same person. He died on the cross just for us. And if we want people to see Jesus through us, we have to have a prayer life. And we have to be true. We have to be true to ourselves first, and then true to others. We can't serve God if our life doesn't line up with him. We can't serve God if our life isn't true to what he says. And Jesus, he remained who he was, no matter of his surroundings. No matter who was around him, he remained who he truly was. And we shouldn't allow our surroundings to change who we are, and we shouldn't allow our surroundings to affect what we do and what we don't do. We should be strong enough. We should be able to stand out amongst those people and just give God all of us. Give him everything that we have, and just be able to just go all out for him and give him everything we have. Because if we do that, he'll give us all he has. He'll give us everything he has. And Jesus he never put himself in a position where his faith and his integrity was questioned. How many times has our character, and when people have tried to put us in positions where our character was questioned? I've been put in many situations where my character have been questioned before I met Jesus. Before I declared him Lord of my life, I got put in many situations where I was questioned. I go to church and I feel like I'm all good because I went to church, and I get outside of church, I'm out here doing what I want to do and doing the wrong things that I shouldn't be doing, that God definitely wouldn't approve of. And then, I know that we're all imperfect, and I know that we need to all strive to be like Jesus and to just go after Jesus with all of our hearts. But we all have to start from somewhere. We all need to get a starting point and just continue to climb and climb and climb, and just be able to just go after him with everything that we have, and he will give us all that he has. He will give us everything and every bit of what he has for us. And I just want to encourage you. I want to encourage everyone to just give God everything. Give God all of you, and just allow him to be the center of your heart. Honor God with everything that you have, and be truthful to God. Be the same person that you are outside of church that you are inside of church. Just walk with the light, walk with that integrity, and just be able to go to school. Be able to go to school and walk up and down the hallways, and people be like, oh, he has Jesus in his life. He has Jesus. She has Jesus in her life. And people just want to be like you, but they don't need to just be like you. They need to try to be like Jesus. They need to try to strive to be like him. But when they see Jesus through you, they going to be like, what church does he go to? What church does she go to? I want to visit there. They're going to want to come. And then by later on, it's going to be a lot of people that's starting to come to church. And we'll be able to reach those people. We'll be able to reach, the people that are lost. We'll be able to reach the people who may not get to see Jesus or get to see the love of Jesus. But we'll just be able to just bring them in and love on them. And they can see all the integrity that we have, because we act the same inside of church that we do outside of church. I want to thank you guys for watching today. I want to thank you guys for just giving me this opportunity to speak to you guys. And this last question I want to put out is, how passionate are you to know within yourself that God is pleased with your life? I love you guys, and I thank you for watching.